Superman and Batman and Robin in one adventure together. When a dark and evil plot reaches across space to Earth, it powerfully affects the lives of Earth's greatest heroes, Superman and Batman. For Superman becomes a doomed prisoner, and Batman becomes the ruthless and tyrannical warden of the prison for heroes.
With my super strength gone, I can't carry this boulder, but Batman's force ray will lash me harder if I drop it. Move faster, Superman, or you'll feel the force ray again.
You're not invulnerable now. Ha ha! One day, millionaire Bruce Wayne, who is secretly Batman, hears an unearthly sound. A strange humming sound from the Batcave. It can't be Robin, for he's at school as Dick Grayson. I'd better switch and investigate. Quickly becoming the cowled crime fighter, he descends to the Batcave to see. It looks like a humming, whirling ball of force, and it's speaking to me telepathically. Don't be alarmed, Batman. This sphere is an instrument of pure energy from far across space. You're urgently needed in a conclave of heroes of many worlds, meeting on a far planet to face a great emergency. Enter this sphere and it will take you there. This is incredible, but if I'm greatly needed, I've got to answer this call. You are now protected from airless space and can hurtle across the void. Then, rocketing at terrific speed out of the Batcave. I'm leaving Earth's atmosphere, yet I feel no cold, and I can breathe. In an incredibly short time. It's a forbidding world the sphere has brought me to. That great, grim building looks almost like a prison. It's the greatest maximum security prison in the universe, Batman, and in it are imprisoned the heroes of different worlds. And you, Batman, are going to be the strict warden of this prison of heroes. That's the real reason you were brought here. You know every security measure, every escape trick in the book. Whoever operates this energy sphere lied to me, tricked me that it'll gain them nothing. I'll never act as prison warden if the prisoners here are innocent men. Next moment, you're changing, Batman. You're becoming ruthless, merciless, changing. It's trying to hypnotize me, but it won't work. Hypnosis can't make a person do something contrary to his normal nature. But this is super-hypnotism, of a kind and power no Earthman has ever faced before. You'll obey my commands now, Batman. You'll guard the captive heroes as warden, and you'll lure Superman, the greatest of all heroes, to be imprisoned here also. We prepared things so he'll have no superpowers on our world. Yes, I'll do it. I'll be tough with these prisoners, and with Superman too. When I get him here, it's my duty. Unaware of how his personality has been changed, a grim Batman begins his ruthless role. The warden's office would be in that guard tower. I'll inspect the security arrangements first. These force rays are just what I need to enforce prison discipline. And with that radio transmitter, I can get Superman here. Soon, on faraway Earth, a giant radio telescope designed to study far stars picks up an unexpected signal. But, Dr. Marlin, this radio signal from star XD 919 is saying in Morse code, Batman calling Superman. It's impossible. But you're right. Take down the message. Code word CKBW. Code word CKBW. Shortly, when a teletype bulletin reaches the Metropolis Daily Planet, reporter Clark Kent, who is secretly Superman, gets a shock. Batman calling Superman for help. Code word CKBW. Aw, it has to be a fake. How could Batman reach a distant planet? It's not a fake. Only Batman knows our secret identity initials as Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne. I'd better change to Superman fast. Moments later, at the Radio Astronomical Observatory. The radio telescope fixed the direction the message came from. It's from star XD 919. And I can see with my telescopic vision that that's a yellow sun, and not a red one, which would deprive me of my powers. There's nothing to stop me. I'll answer Batman's call fast. Fast for the mighty Man of Steel means super fast, soon far across space. It is Batman. But how did he get marooned on this faraway world? Batman, I got your message for help, but how did you ever get here? As warden of this prison where you'll be confined, I'll ask the questions, and I'll give the orders. Into the prison. March. His whole personality has changed. He's become grim and domineering. And how does he expect to make a prisoner of me when I have superpowers? But at that moment, a terrible phenomenon occurs. Great Krypton, the yellow sun here suddenly turned red. How is it possible? Now I get it. Somehow, by remote control, a huge filter has been projected into orbit around this world. The filter changes the sun rays from yellow to red. Under these red rays, my superpowers are almost entirely gone. I have only weak super breath and supervision. So the filter must be at least 99% effective. My super strength, speed, and invulnerability are gone. Next moment. You're just another prisoner here now, Superman. March! That flash of force hurts. He can't do that to me. Even without my superpowers, I'll bet I can take him. But as Superman prepares to leap at Batman, come on and try it, prisoner. I want you to try it. How do you like the force ray? Can't face this burning, stinging lash. It's too much for me. The once mighty Man of Steel becomes a cowed and driven man. Ha ha! You're learning, prisoner. You've got a lot to learn here, and you'll find I'm a good teacher. It's like a bad dream, a nightmare. Shortly, the captive heroes from other worlds greet Superman. We were tricked into an energy sphere and brought here and imprisoned too. I'm Electric Man. I can generate terrific electric current, but the metal vapors in this atmosphere short-circuit me.
And I, Balloon Man, can superinflate my lungs and fly, but the same vapors inhibit my superpower.
I'm the Freezer. On my world, I could freeze anything instantly, but it's so much warmer here that my power won't work. and yet it's too cold here for me. I'm the flame, and on my super hot planet, I could melt anything, but not here.
You'll find this Batman a terrible, cruel warden. He enjoys slave driving and gives us our rations only once a day.
And then nothing but a little bread and water? I can't believe it. A moment later, I overheard what you said, Superman. Since bread and water doesn't please you, you'll get neither today. Batman, you wouldn't do that. I'm vulnerable now. I need food and water. On Earth, the Batman was my friend and a great champion of the law. But somehow, his whole personality has been distorted.
But who has done this to all of us? Who trapped us here, and why? We've never learned who's behind this.
You were all champions of justice on your worlds, as Batman and I were on Earth. Whoever's behind this could have imprisoned us here to get us out of the way before they raid and loot our worlds. We have to escape.
You'll find escape impossible with Batman as warden.
Next morning at daybreak.
Prisoners, out.
Here's where it begins. Another day of toil.
Did you expect to lie around in idleness all day, Electric Man? Faster!
There must be some way to escape this nightmare. But how?
No loafing, Superman. You'll split rock like the others or feel the force ray again.
These crowbars are purposely made so heavy we can hardly lift them and can't use them to throw at him. After hours of toil under the scorching red sun rays.
Get into that cavity and dig out rock from it.
But it looks unsafe. Even with my weakened X-ray vision, I can see it is unsafe, but I mustn't let him suspect I have even a trace of my powers.
When a warden gives orders, you don't argue. You obey.
Can't stand more of that force ray. I have to risk it. But a few minutes later, the whole rock above me is splitting into fragments. Have to get out of here fast, but it's too late. Batman, I'm pinned down. Help me out. Please try to remember our friendship. If only I can get through to the real Batman, it's my only chance.
Your own clumsiness got you into this mess, prisoner. Get yourself out.
I can't get through to him. There's nothing left in him of the real Batman. He has no human emotions or pity or decency. And now, for the first time in my life, I hate the Batman. End part 1.